me do the. Let that motherfucker go a little bit. Let the beat drop on these bitches. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckettes. This is your host, Young Dolemitee of the Too Much Game podcast. Sitting here with my super producer, Ben Ready.
Yes, sir.
How your week going, Ready?
It's a fucking mess, man.
Man, Mercury retrograde got everybody fucked up, boy.
Boy.
I'm starting this motherfucker more than 45 minutes late and shit.
No, it's, long. It's still gonna be a good show though, so we good.
Yeah.
We got something good for the people today.
Yeah, no matter what. Every time. 100%, nigga. We what, 5 for 5? Plus
Yes,
a pilot.
It's all gravy.
It's a beautiful thing.
How about your week? The retrograde messing with you this week?
Man, a little bit. Motherfucker was late than the motherfucker getting here because I didn't know the fucking time change.
Yeah, that shit got everybody.
That motherfucker sprung forward on the under, nigga. Like, everybody knew but me.
Yeah, I thought it usually changed and it go from 1 to 2, but it changed from 2 to 4, if that makes sense. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Nigga, I was at work when this shit happened, so like, I'm like, okay, for sure. As long as I get to work by like 2 in the morning, I'll be getting off work in time to make it to the show on time. Nigga, I went to work, went to Vegas, hit some little traffic and shit on the way back, and in my head, I'm like, I'm cool, because I got a clock in my truck.
Mm-hmm.
But the clock ain't set by the internet or nothing. The clock is just set by whoever set it. So motherfucker didn't push the clock forward. So when I got the motherfucking nigga, I'm like, shit, I got time. I happened to pick my phone up and look like, ooh, guess not. I was incorrect, nigga. My calculations were off a little notch. So a nigga pulled up to the show late than a motherfucker. I'm like, ain't this bitch.
It's all gravy.
Hell yeah, man. Bullshit is bullshit, but motherfuckers gonna make it work. It ain't about what happens to you, it's how you react to the shit. So, bounce back season. But this episode is entitled The Ballad of R. Kelly. It's seeming like a lot of the Me Too Time's Up movement been going on, and it's like all last year, all we've been hearing about is Harvey Weinstein and Brett Ratner and all of these dudes getting accused of all this bullshit. Like all these famous white Hollywood figures getting accused, charged, and all of this of all this sexual misconduct. And, their counter to that seems to be in the year 2019 to shift the energy toward the black man.
Mm.
They want to make us the face of sexual misconduct.
Mm-hmm.
Like all these motherfuckers made all these mistakes, and every time they tried to catch one of us, it fell through. Like they tried to get my boy Morgan Freeman, and it turned out to be some bullshit. Because that's not really a black thing. That's they shit. They got whole rings of this shit. A lot of these motherfuckers have been convicted multiple times. They've been accused multiple times. These motherfuckers been caught multiple times. But it seemed like they said, "Oh no, you motherfuckers won't get us." Not alone. We gonna throw some of this shit on some of you niggas too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the fact that they getting cracked on all this shit. Harvey Weinstein is the face of the fucking Me Too movement. He's the mascot of the Me Too movement.
Right.
He's Mr. Me Too. Shout out to the Clips.
I was just about to say.
Like, this nigga, he's the top motherfucker on the Me Too calendar, my nigga. Like, I guess in response to that, they said, "Oh, we gonna go get Bill Cosby." Like, how the fuck all these white motherfuckers get caught doing all this shit and Bill Cosby the only one go to jail?
Right.
All these white motherfuckers do all this bullshit, and Michael Jackson and R. Kelly the only niggas got documentaries out. Where is the white man documentary?
Where's evidence? Like with Bill Cosby, all they had was women just coming through saying he did this, he did that.
Exactly. It was all hearsay.
No harsh evidence.
Yeah, no hard evidence, no real confession. It was just all hearsay. A bunch, pretty much they looked at it as you've been accused so many times, you got to be guilty. And it's like, nigga, if the bag is big enough, nigga, I can go find 500 motherfuckers to say any goddamn thing.
Hell yeah, we getting millions. We could split this. Come on now.
Exactly, because it's like, nigga, and I'm not this ain't gonna be the free R. Kelly situation, but at the same time, what y'all niggas trying to put him in jail for? Nah, that cult shit. Nah,
that's what I've been saying. Like
that's not nigga, that's not illegal. Having a bunch of bitches ain't illegal. I'm not saying throw R. Kelly away for that.
If they try and throw him in jail for that, they need to go to Utah and
get all them polygamists.
Yep, go get all them Mormons
them
and all them
motherfuckers on that sister wife show. Lock their ass up too.
Everybody,
nigga, if you gonna get R. Kelly out of there for that, specifically for that, nigga, y'all niggas gonna have to dig up Hugh Hefner and get his ass the fuck up out of here too. Yep, no. Y'all niggas want to have Surviving Neverland, nigga. We need Surviving the Playboy Mansion.
And Hugh Hefner, he had a bag.
Brooke Shields.
Oh yeah, that's he had a bag. I don't know if you heard, but he had a bag of videos and etc. In that he said once he died, needs to be thrown in the ocean or whatever the case. Just dismantle. Like it needs to disappear.
This needs to be gone.
So that'll let you know, like he had something that he was carrying to the grave.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, my nigga. Like he knew he was doing some bullshit. Yeah. And shout out to my nigga Fat Beats for the beat. I see you in here, my nigga. Good looking out. But yeah, nigga, that nigga fucking, anything you want to put on R. Kelly, put that shit on Hugh Hefner. Like these motherfuckers trying to make us the face of the fuckery, and we ain't finna let that shit slide. I know I ain't finna let that shit slide. Because, I've been seeing it circulated that, it's like you got the one side of the argument where people are saying that we need to deal with the bullshit in-house. We don't need to let R. Kelly slide because R. Kelly's a piece of shit. And I agree with you. I saw the tape. I saw him piss on a little girl. But he beat that case. So we not finna discount that neither. I understand that he should be locked up for that. Right. They saying it's a new tape. If the new tape is what he goes on trial for, he should be convicted for that. That nigga married Aaliyah. That's no bueno. He could and should have been put in jail for that, even though I guess you would consider that consensual because her parents was with that shit. But at the same fucking time, this cult shit that he supposedly being on,
right?
Nah, my nigga. This wasn't no motherfucking cult. You can't go to jail for supposedly brainwashing bitches, because if you want to do that, this motherfucker Hugh Hefner, that motherfucker must have brainwashed them bitches. This nigga 200 years old fucking a bunch of 17-year-old white girls. Fuck out of here, my nigga. If they got R. Kelly, nigga, we gonna go ahead and throw the Playboy Mansion documentary together, cause fuck the bullshit, nigga. Y'all niggas ain't just getting us, nigga. First them, hashtag it. Fuck the bullshit. We ain't the ones. We gonna get ours on our time. But all these white motherfuckers trying to make documentaries and throw ours under the bus, we not going for that shit. Oprah, fuck you. You trying to throw fucking Mike under the bus? We not going for that bullshit. Fuck you, Oprah. That's some bullshit. You and your homegirl Gail. Fuck both of y'all. Cause where the fuck you at on Weinstein? Ain't that your partner? I ain't see you interviewing Weinstein about all the bullshit he been doing.
She was showing all her teeth with that nigga in the pictures, hugging him.
Precisely. Nigga, I posted a little collage of them together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nigga, that's your partner. But you want to throw Mike under the bus. You want to cancel Mike behind some motherfucking fake ass allegations. It was literally no proof of him doing this shit. Everybody want to say, oh, Michael Jackson is weird. Something must have happened. Oh, he was in bed with all those little boys. Something must have happened. Okay, if that's your logic, and you get into bed with a little boy, are you gonna fuck him?
All right.
Like, what kind of logic is that, nigga? If you look at Michael Jackson any sort of way, you feel like because he was in the bed with this little boy, he must have fucked him. That means if you're in the bed with a little boy, you must have fucked him.
Right.
Because the only way you would even think of some way out shit like that is if that's the way your fucking mind works. Like, nigga, I was raised in the hood. It been plenty of times, nigga, we done been in the bed with our cousins head to feet. I ain't never wanted to fuck my cousin.
Mm-hmm. Pallets
Even
on the floor, all that
man,
shit.
exactly, my nigga. Like, so fuck out of here with that. Oh, if you get in the bed with a motherfucker, your dick gonna get hard. Yeah, if you a fucking weirdo. Nigga, I done been in the bed with my son a lot of time. Motherfucker, my dick don't get hard. Like, nigga, your dick gets hard when you're aroused by somebody. And when they caught Michael Jackson, you know, when they raided his house, they found porn. Adult porn.
Right.
Grown women and grown men fucking. No child porn.
And the FBI even did a deep, deep investigation that went from here to where all the weird and pedophiles go overseas?
Taiwan.
Taiwan and Thailand. One of them. Nothing came up with Michael Jackson name on it.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Exactly. But this is what I'm saying. Like, for y'all to do such a fucking thorough investigation on my nigga, and y'all couldn't find shit. But for some way out reason, y'all got these little ass white kids who, and at first said he didn't touch them. All the other kids who he was supposedly having, you know, relationships with, not sexual, but just little motherfuckers he had around him. This nigga had a whole group of little ass kids around him.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, these two motherfuckers was the special cases that he supposedly fucked. That's some bullshit.
Out of all the kids.
Exactly, my nigga. Like, he was around tons of kids. Macaulay Culkin, motherfucking, the fucking Corys. Corey Haim and Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman, yeah.
And these two niggas was getting touched by every motherfucking body.
Yeah, rest in peace, Corey Haim.
Man, exactly. Corey Feldman was out there spilling the tea. I'm glad they didn't kill his motherfucking ass.
They look at him like he's a crazy dude now.
Exactly. But that's because he's telling the motherfucking truth.
Yeah.
And if you think that nigga's lying, y'all motherfuckers go on Vimeo. It's a video. It's a movie. It's a whole fucking documentary. It's called Open Secret. I watched that shit. I was like, wow.
It was Corey Feldman?
Nah, he spoke in it. He had a small little part, but it wasn't like they was interviewing him. They was interviewing other motherfuckers who basically was in these Hollywood circles where it was a lot of fucking pedophiles, and a lot of these motherfuckers are still working. A lot of these motherfuckers worked at Nickelodeon. Convicted pedophiles.
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers got caught. These motherfuckers is registered sex offenders, nigga. You can look it up on Google. You can look that shit up anywhere. These motherfuckers is registered sex offenders, and they working at Disney, Nickelodeon. They working with child stars right now. I was watching that shit like, nigga, I will never let my kids do this shit. Like, you know, and it's, you know, they say it's the business. Like, you know, when you're a child actor, you're considered an adult, basically. Like, you have to have your own resume. You have to have your own blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so basically they isolate you from your parents. They put you in an adult's position to treat you like an adult and fuck you.
Yep.
Like, I'm like, damn, my nigga, like, I ain't know it was like that. But, you know, what's my boy name? The older one from Different Strokes.
Todd Bridges.
Yeah, Todd Bridges said he got touched on, and he was like, they did an episode of that shit about pedophilia, and he said he didn't want to do the episode because he was like, nigga, this shit hit me too close to home, because he was like, this is exactly how it happens. You know, these motherfuckers lure you in, and you know they play nice with you, and then all of a sudden, these motherfuckers touch you, and he like, that shit. You know, it's like when you've been traumatized to that degree, it's always with you. And that's a big reason I wasn't believing these little motherfuckers when it came to the Michael Jackson shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you watching these niggas in these interviews, these niggas is nostalgic. Like, these niggas still talking about Michael Jackson like he was a fucking hero. Like, they have fond memories of him. You're not going to have fond memories of a person who traumatized you. You're not going to have fond memories of a motherfucker who damaged you, who abused you, who treated you fucked up.
Right.
You know, all of a sudden you fucking traumatized. Yet you wanted to choreograph his tour? Mm-hmm. No, you don't want to choreograph the tour of a motherfucker who molested you. You're not keeping letters and pictures of you and a motherfucker who molested you. You know, like, this motherfucker already lied on the stand and told two completely different stories. First, the free one that he didn't get paid for, he said he didn't touch me. But now all of a sudden you come back and there's money involved. Now you got molested. You the lone motherfucker who got molested.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, fuck out of here, dude. We not going for that bullshit.
You talking about the Wade cat?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he went on Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know if you've seen it. He went on Jimmy Kimmel, and I don't even know what the fuck he was doing on Jimmy Kimmel. But Jimmy Kimmel asked him like, did Mike, like being funny, like, you know, the first thing he asked him, did Michael Jackson touch you? And like the crowd thought it was funny. He was like, no, he didn't touch me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too many on or documented things and videos or whatever the case where he said back to back to back he didn't. And
Exactly.
like I said, if he wasn't getting a bag from nowhere out of this, then I might have to take into consideration, like, yeah, maybe he telling the truth. But if he's making money, niggas out here killing their own family for money. You don't think a nigga lie on a dead man?
Exactly. And that's a part of what I was about to say. There's no defamation law for a dead man. So it's like they waited till after he died to shit all over him.
Right.
Because when he's alive, he can defend himself. He can say, no, nigga, I ain't doing none of this bullshit, nigga. I got this proof, this proof, this proof, and this proof.
Mm-hmm.
But now that he's passed away, now they could dump all over his ass and there's no legal repercussion. It's all money. You know, because people was using the fact that he settled out of court on some shit like, oh, he settled. He must have been guilty. No. You settle to keep shit out of court. You settle to keep shit out of the court of public opinion, which could be more damning than, you know, this motherfucker shit actually being criminal. Because at the end of the day, if he criminally abused these motherfuckers, he would have gone to jail. They went after him in civil court, which is, we want money. Them motherfuckers didn't give a fuck about justice. Them niggas wanted the paper. You know, especially the fucking, the Wade kid. Fuck Wade. Fucking bitch. Like, you want to do all this shit, you know, because you wanted to do that motherfucker's Cirque du Soleil tour. And they had another choreographer. That's the reason he doing all this bullshit, because he was denied. So he want to come back like a bitter bitch. But, you know, that's a little down the line.
I'm looking right now. Excuse me. It's a headline that Daily Mail put out. Michael Jackson's secret underage sex closet. Now, in here, there's a bunch of this kid stuff. Nigga had a life-size Superman, life-size Batman, life-size Red Ranger. It's a bunch of old toys and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, bro. Yeah, that's what y'all got from a room full of toys of a person who always had kids at his crib. And let's be clear that Mike, to me, and this is just me, I think he had a mental problem from working from the age of 5, maybe 4, however old he was when he was doing the Jackson 5. He never, ever had a regular life. Could you imagine not ever having a regular life? Ever.
Exactly. I'm sure his first memory, there was a microphone and music involved.
Yeah, and a belt.
Yeah, an ass whooping. Yeah. But to me, that's overblown as well.
The ass whooping?
Nigga, I got my ass whooped.
I did too. I got my ass beat sometimes.
Exactly. Like, nigga, yeah. I've been hit with a race car track.
Yeah.
I've been hit with a spoon. I've been hit with a lot of shit. Yeah. So when I was watching the Michael Jackson movie, I'm like, damn, when he finna start abusing them?
Yeah.
Because, you know, they was like, oh, Michael Jackson was abused as a kid. I'm like, shit, so far, I just see whoopings. You know, he might get more whoopings than the average kid. Yeah. But, you know, I knew parents who was whooping their kids' asses on the regular.
And now that you say that, the Ron New guy we was talking about, he was saying that they didn't get whoopings no different than the average child did.
That's what I'm saying, my nigga. Like, you saw the Jackson 5 movie, right?
Yeah.
Did you see anything that was out of the ordinary?
No.
You know, I was like, damn, this nigga whooping they ass. But nigga, any motherfucker with enough cousins and a grandmother done seen their cousins get their ass whooped just like that. Especially depending on the offense. You do some fucked up shit, nigga, go break the table in your grandmama's good living room.
Oh, man.
You gonna get your ass whooped worse than Joe was doing them niggas. She gonna fuck you up.
Run through the house.
Nigga, she gonna bust your head to the white meat. So it's like, my nigga, like, you know, these motherfuckers is basically overblowing all this bullshit. Like, you calling it a fucking sex closet when in reality it's just a bunch of bullshit taken out of context.
And excuse me, and also about the guy, I don't know if the listeners know about Ron Newt, and he had kids that were signed to Michael Jackson's label, and he had 3 kids, and he was saying that the people tried to pay him 200 racks to tell on Mike that his kids was getting touched or molested.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm not doing that, bro. Like that's trash. And on top of that, oh, and they try to bring up they had pictures of the kids by the pool. Now everybody out there, it was kids there. It was his kids in underwear at the pool. I'm like, dude, I don't know if y'all. Well, a lot of them haven't been to the hood. Ghetto kids swim in
If
underwear.
you ain't got no fucking shorts, you just swim in your drawers.
It's in your drawers. Like, that's nothing. That's not new to us. Like, the hood been doing that. I mean, let's be real. How many people really go and buy their kids swimming trunks back then, like old days? Like, niggas wasn't at the pool like
Yeah,
that.
niggas just hop out there in them drawers. Like, fuck the bullshit, nigga. I ain't got no shorts. I'm just gonna hop out there in these drawers this time.
Exactly.
Especially if, like, you go to your cousin's house and they got a swimming pool and you didn't expect to swim.
Oh, man.
Shit. I'm gonna figure out some shit.
Hell
Nigga,
yeah.
I will cut my fucking jeans into shorts and swim in them motherfuckers. Niggas gonna find a way to get in that goddamn pool, though.
For real.
Fuck
nigga.
the bullshit.
Nigga, I done did that, nigga, and had to go commando because I couldn't, nigga. I jumped in the pool with my undies on, nigga.
Man, that's what I'm saying, nigga. Like, fuck it, we gonna keep this shit gangster. My cousin Pooh said that was Joe Jackson label. But same shit,
Joe
you
Jackson
know.
label, yeah,
Michael
okay.
Jackson, you know, Michael Jackson was the motherfucker running shit. So, you know, Michael Jackson wasn't touching them motherfucking kids.
Yeah, man.
You know, but it's like, nigga, when I saw the movie Open Secret, and I'm like, these motherfuckers are still in Hollywood. Where the fuck is the documentary that gets all the publication that this Michael Jackson motherfucking documentary get? Look up the movie Open Secret. It's on Vimeo. You can find that movie, and that shit is way the fuck out. Well produced. It's a good movie. You know, the content is wow. But, you know, it's a good watch. It'll make your ass not want to put your kids in Hollywood unless your ass is right there holding their hand the whole goddamn time. And it's crazy because, you know, we got a fucking documentary of Michael Jackson. We got a documentary of fucking R. Kelly. Weinstein is on trial right now. Where's his documentary?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Oprah has the money to fund it. You know, keep that same energy, bitch.
Where the Roman Polanski movie at?
Nigga, where's the Donald Trump movie? Where's Leaving Trump Tower? This nigga's grabbing pussy all up and down the motherfucking street. And he's in the motherfucking White House. You know, like, nigga, where's Surviving the Catholic Church? Where's Leaving Graceland? Elvis was a pedophile. He married a 14-year-old. You know, like, he sung about fucking little girls.
Talk that shit.
You know, the Rolling Stones, Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, a lot of other rock and roll motherfuckers. We're surviving rock and roll. Because them motherfuckers was rocking and rolling all in some young pussy. Jerry Lee Lewis, great balls of pedophilia. That nigga married his goddamn cousin. So y'all motherfuckers want to talk all this bullshit about Michael Jackson.
Oh, don't forget Woody Allen.
Woody Allen. This motherfucker raised his wife. This nigga adopted a little young Asian girl and married her. Nigga, where the fuck is that documentary? He got 1,000 movies. Nigga, I want to see that one. Nigga, Woody Allen ain't never been funny. Ever.
No.
Bryan Singer. Yeah, Bryan Singer, he was in the fucking Open Secret movie. So, Cut and Pooh, homework. Go to Vimeo and find the movie Open Secret. You'll see Bryan Singer in there. He in that motherfucker. He was part of a pedophile ring.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, them motherfuckers was setting them up and knocking them down.
I think people won't make those movies or because they'll come up missing. They'll be on the milk carton.
Yeah, Hollywood to bury that motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
You know, because that's the thing. It's not that the filmmaker is, you know, in no type of situation where they're going to do nothing to him. They just going to make sure the movie don't get seen. You know, them motherfuckers ain't finna let you get a part of the Hollywood machine to take down the Hollywood machine. These motherfuckers ain't finna put that on a fucking commercial on ABC, CBS, NBC, you know, or none of that shit. But nigga, look up the movie Open Secret. And cause of the one on YouTube, you got to make sure it's the right one. Cause you might be watching the one about that motherfucker from like Middle America. Your ass to be watching that motherfucker 45 minutes to realize it's the wrong fucking movie. But the right one is on Vimeo. And you know, they get right into the shit. It's all about Hollywood. If it start off in the Midwest, you watching the wrong movie. But you know, like these motherfuckers ain't talking about Louis C.K. Or shall I say Louis J.A.C.K. Cause he's just whipping dick out, jacking off in front of bitches. You know, Roman Polanski, these motherfuckers let him flee the country. And he still got an Oscar with an open case that he was running from.
And Jack Nicholson, it was at Jack Nicholson house. And they the ones that called the authorities, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So
you disrespectful motherfucker. But yeah, man. Like, you know, first them. Get them motherfuckers. Like, you know, Roman Polanski dirty ass, Charlie bitch ass Sheen. He was touching Corey Haim and Corey Feldman.
And not to mention sleeping with women knowing he had
giving them bitches the unshakable. He giving bitches HIV. He passing that motherfucking shit out like cookies at a motherfucking birthday party. Dirty motherfucker. Winning? Motherfucker, hell no. Talking about they got tiger blood. Nigga, you got sick blood. You got magic blood. Without the cure. Dirty motherfucker. You know, Woody Allen. We already talked about him. Motherfucker married his goddamn adopted daughter. You sick motherfucker. We got all this white sexual motherfucking deviance. But the niggas who get a movie is R. Kelly or Michael Jackson. We not finna let y'all do that. No, sir.
And the thing that killed me is the black people that just hop right on it. And you know, with R. Kelly, I understand, you know, the tape situation. Like you said, he beat the case. Everybody know what Double Jeopardy is. We know what Double Jeopardy is.
Yeah, everybody knows but R. Kelly. R. Kelly don't know what Double Jeopardy. Y'all niggas trying to Double Jeopardy me. Nah, nigga, this is a new case. It was a new tape.
You know what I'm saying?
But if they trying to get him on this sex code shit,
yeah,
fuck out of here. Free R. Kelly.
Where are these tapes coming from? It just hit today that another tape came up.
Nigga, y'all motherfuckers gonna need to post a censored version for proof. Cause I'm getting to the point where I don't believe it. They saying, oh, you know, he's saying, you know, give me this 14-year-old pussy. Fuck this 13-year-old pussy. Where's the audio? I need proof.
I strongly doubt, like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, that shit is way too fucking specific. And you're not saying, give me this 14-year-old pussy. That shit is illogical. Now, if I hear the audio, okay, because I saw the first tape. I was like, oh, that nigga did that shit. Mm-hmm. But, nigga, if you don't have evidence that's concrete other than speculation, fuck out of here. Because like I said, nigga, this ain't the Free R. Kelly podcast. Nigga, I didn't name it that because I want him to go home. But at the same fucking time, nigga, y'all not finna make R. Kelly the face of sexual deviance. And we got all these dirty white motherfuckers. Harvey Weinstein, Bob Weinstein, Brett Ratner, Woody Allen, Roman Polanski, James Toback, Richard Dreyfuss, Jeffrey Tambor, Andy Dick, Louis C.K., Oliver Stone, Dustin Hoffman, Steven Seagal, Jeremy Piven, Hamilton Fish, Jan Winter, David Blaine, Mark Halperin, Terry Richardson, Jeffrey Epstein, Dan Schoen, Michael Oreskes, or whatever the fuck his name is, other dirty white motherfuckers, and Anthony Weiner. Nigga, your last name is Weiner.
Yeah. It's the nigga that was sending the pics, right?
Of his wiener.
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of silly goofball ass bullshit is that?
And what happened to him? Like, he just
nothing.
Just disappeared.
He probably still in politics. Ain't no fucking disappeared. They just stopped talking about the shit because we on R. Kelly and them. Stay woke, motherfucker. Quit getting distracted. Don't let these motherfuckers convince you to shit on your own motherfucking people and they ain't shitting on theirs. Nigga, hit me when they make a documentary about them motherfuckers. While we over here so busy trying to shit on motherfucking R. Kelly. You know, because I'm not trying to defend R. Kelly. Like, don't get it fucked up, nigga. This ain't a pro R. Kelly thing. This is a pro get them niggas too. Them two. Fuck me too. Them two. Cause y'all motherfuckers want to come and shit all on R. Kelly, and trust me, nigga, you can go to my Instagram, nigga, at Young Dolemitee _. Nigga, I got plenty of memes clowning R. Kelly's motherfucking ass.
Facts.
Nigga, that interview was some comedic gold. Cause nobody believes him. And even if you do believe him, nigga, it's too late for the tears, pimp. Nigga, you did way too much to turn around and try to cry about, oh, these niggas trying to kill me. Oh, man, nigga, I ain't do it. This nigga didn't even say he ain't do it. This nigga said, I beat the case. Nigga, you could at least lie. Nigga, you ain't even on trial. Nigga, lie. Nigga, you should have been like, I ain't do that shit. But this motherfucker said, my crazy past. And I thought he was going to say, all I've done. That nigga said, all I've been through. Yeah, you been through a lot of young pussy. So I'm not saying that it's right, nigga. I'm not saying that R. Kelly should be sitting at home making more music. Because, nigga, R. Kelly is a dirty motherfucker. But we need to get first them. Fuck the bullshit. Lock them motherfuckers up too. Get them motherfuckers documentaries too. I watch Surviving Graceland. Nigga, I want to see with some young pussy.
And you know that's their savior. They ain't doing that.
Shit, fuck them. We should do it. I understand that Nipsey's making his movie about Dr. Sibby. Nigga, we need somebody to get on this saving this Graceland movie. Cause they got Saving Graceland. We need Surviving Graceland. Nigga, I want to see the white pedophile documentary. Since we want to go ahead and get all on Michael Jackson head with some bullshit.
You let Jordan Peele do that shit.
Exactly. That would be the perfect motherfucker to do it. That'd be the sequel to Us and Get Out. Get the fuck out of Graceland. Like, nigga, fuck out of here, my nigga. We gonna need one of these motherfuckers gonna have to get a movie too. How the fuck we get 2 whole ass movies? I know they probably got the Bill Cosby movie on standby.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't even be surprised if black people had something to do with that movie.
Oprah, bitch ass. Oprah probably funded.
If that shit come on, oh man.
Exactly, nigga. She talking about she canceling Michael. Bitch, you canceled. Even though it don't matter, because, as much as these niggas like to try to call her auntie Oprah and all this suck ass shit, that bitch ain't nobody auntie. That bitch ain't did nothing for y'all. Fuck Oprah. I said it. Nigga, I ain't got time for the fuckery, man. Fuck a Oprah. Like, these motherfuckers, they jumped on Mike's ass ever since this motherfucker bought that Sony catalog. Ever since this motherfucker bought the Beatles masters, they've been on this nigga head. Michael Jackson ain't did nothing to nobody. Michael Jackson was motherfucking untouchable until that nigga bought his freedom. Because that's when they fuck you. They don't fuck you till you buy your freedom. Bill Cosby, the rumor was, he had supposedly tried to buy NBC or something, which is, speculation. There's no truth and there's no way to disprove it either. But, we know that motherfucker got hung by the nuts all around this motherfucking Me Too bullshit. And that Michael Jackson document, that shit was bullshit. These motherfuckers, they timelines was all fucked up. There was no real actual proof. Everything was just basically taken out of context. Like, ooh, look at this picture of him with his arm around me. That was sexual. Fuck out of here, dude. Like, they was trying to turn everything into some sexual shit. If this Wade fucking Robson motherfucker was so traumatized, nigga, why the fuck was you dating 2 of Michael Jackson's nieces? Why would you want to be around the family of a motherfucker who damaged you, who touched you like that? Like, fuck out of here, dude. And his sales have gone through the roof. Ever since all this bullshit been going on, motherfuckers been streaming the fuck out of some Michael Jackson. Nigga, I went and banged off the wall real quick. I was like, nigga, let me go ahead and get some, the lady in my life. The one song that wasn't a single was my favorite song off that motherfucking album. That shit was slapping, nigga. Nigga, I was in that motherfucking rig jamming to some motherfucking Michael Jackson. Nigga, I was off Beat It. Motherfucking Dirty Diana. Nigga, I needed all that. PYT. Thriller. Nigga, it was Michael Jackson motherfucking moment, nigga. I was like, nigga, I'm streaming all this shit.
Better believe it.
Hell yeah, nigga, I'm getting his numbers up, nigga. And of course, the song heard on Friday night on Seriously Not Another Podcast, Leave Me Alone.
Man.
I felt like I could hear Michael Jackson singing that shit from the grave. Nigga, I'm over here dead. Nigga, leave me the fuck alone. I'm over here in a goddamn casket, nigga, relaxing. And y'all motherfuckers want to dig me up and shit on me? Fuck all you motherfuckers. You know, like I was mad at Cat Williams a couple years ago when he was on stage shitting on Michael Jackson. Like, nigga, what the fuck is that about, my nigga? Like, this nigga ain't did nothing to you, my nigga. And you jump on stage and slander the motherfucking king off some goddamn allegations, some motherfucking empty motherfucking rumors. Niggas use the fact that Michael Jackson was a little different. You know, I'm not gonna say the motherfucker wasn't, you know, different. If you want to use the word weird, yeah, nigga, he was a weird motherfucker. But you probably be weird too if your motherfucking ass been a celebrity since you was 4 fucking years old. Like, nigga, your whole motherfucking life was about music. Of course your ass would be a little different. Like, he didn't have the same type of childhood we had. Like Dick Gregory said, the thing that made Michael Jackson so weird is he ain't never had to ask for no pussy. Like, nigga, you ain't never had to dress a certain way to get some pussy. You ain't never had to act a certain way to get some pussy. Nigga, you just be you and pussy just comes.
Hey, if he wasn't weirded and had a regular life, well, or a regular upbringing and was still him on that stature, he would have killed Wilt number.
Yeah. Hell yeah. If he was like a pussy type of nigga, like a nigga that like bitches, oh man. Cause I think he was asexual. Like I think sex was weird to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way that we look at sex is different than it was to him. You know, cause like they said they found a bunch of porn in his house. But in my head, I'm like, this nigga probably was looking at that shit like research. Like he was like, damn, how does that happen? Wow, how do you do that? And of all the pussy he could have got, I think he probably was on some like how little kids look when they see butts. Like, look. Like I seen a video of him in the back of a limousine, and you know how the fans be all wild, you know, and shit. And he was like, she has big titties.
He said that.
Nigga, I was rolling, my nigga. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. I swear to God, nigga. Yo. I was on the floor. That nigga said, look at her titties. Nigga, I was rolling, my nigga.
I gotta look that up.
Nigga, I'm telling you, nigga, like Michael Jackson, nigga, he was a different type of motherfucker. But at the same time, I don't think he touched no kids, my nigga. Because like I'm saying, of all the times they could have caught him, as bad as they wanted to catch him, how did they never catch him on a criminal case? This is where everybody got it fucked up. Because there was nobody who wants him to be locked up. Or there was nobody who wanted him to be free. You found that shit?
Yeah. I didn't know if you would have played it in the mic.
Yeah, you can play that shit in the microphone. And you know that's Michael Jackson's voice saying that shit.
There we go, right here. And he just did the bouncing up and down with his hand.
Exactly. Her titties was
before.
bouncing. She was jumping up and down. She had some big titties. Her titties was bouncing. So Michael Jackson's like, he, look at her titties.
I never seen that before.
Nigga. I forgot how I seen it, my nigga, but I was rolling.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly, nigga. My cousin said he believes he fucked Brooke Shields. I don't know if he fucked Brooke Shields. It's possible.
Oh, Mike.
But yeah, but again, like I think if he fucked Brooke Shields, it was probably so awkward. He was like, yeah, this sex shit ain't for me. Like I think that Michael Jackson was asexual. Like I don't think that sex was a thing to him. And with a lot of motherfuckers, it's like if you have so much, it's just like niggas who don't have to smoke weed. Like if you got so much good shit going on in your life, like being high is the last thing on your mind. Mm-hmm. A lot of times sex and drugs is a release from something. Like, you know, I gotta get high. Fuck this shit. But nigga, when you Michael Jackson, no matter what your heart desires, you can have it.
Man, could you imagine? I honestly, I can't even imagine. Like, you can do anything that you want to do? Like any moment, he could be sitting there like, oh,
I want to ride a roller coaster.
let's bow.
I want to go to Disney World.
I want to fly to Italy for some food.
Nigga,
Bow.
I want to ride a giraffe.
And it's gonna happen.
Exactly. Like I want to see a gorilla wrestle a fucking elephant.
The world was at his disposal.
Exactly, my nigga. So like, he's not chasing pussy because he could literally have everything his heart desired. And any not any little, any adult nigga from the hood that was an adult who had the means went and bought at least 4 or 5 things he wasn't able to get as a kid. Like in the black community, nigga, shoes. Every grown nigga who wore Payless shoes in school went and bought the fucking J's that he missed out on as a kid. Like me, when I turned 22, I wasn't able to get a lowrider bike when I was a little youngster. So, nigga, when I was 22, nigga, I went and bought me a lowrider bike. Nigga, I was riding that motherfucker back and forth to work. Nigga, when I met my wife, I was riding a goddamn lowrider bike. Because when I was younger, I couldn't get a lowrider bike. I wanted a lowrider bike. Nigga, Pops bought me a Huffy. Like, nah, nigga ain't getting no lowrider bike. Nigga, I'm on a motherfucking mud slinger. All the homeboys on lowrider bikes. I'm the only nigga in Compton riding a Huffy through the hood with 4 niggas on lowrider bikes. They got tassels on they shit. They got Dayton's, 100-spoke rims, and all that type shit. I'm on a motherfucking Huffy mud slinger looking like a straight sucker. So I'm like, nigga, when I get old enough, I'm gonna get me a motherfucking lowrider bike. And I wasn't able to afford that bitch till I was an adult nigga and my grown ass was riding up and down the streets on a motherfucking lowrider bike. Couldn't nobody tell me shit. So in the case of Michael Jackson, I think it was the same thing, but to a grand scale. Like all this childhood shit I couldn't do, all these roller coasters I couldn't ride, all these zoo trips I couldn't go on when I was a kid, all these field trips that, kids my age was doing I couldn't do. Bitch, I'm gonna be climbing trees at 35 years old. I'm gonna climb a fucking tree. Cause that's what he wanted to do, nigga. When M. Night Shyamalan or whatever the fuck did that documentary, oh, we're gonna go climb trees. You don't climb trees? And homeboy looking at him, what the fuck you mean climb trees? I got bills and shit. But it's like, nigga, when you couldn't climb trees as a kid, when you couldn't get that shit out the way, nigga, when you grown, you be like, nigga, I'm gonna climb some motherfucking trees because I got the means to do it.
Exactly.
Like, nigga, if I can go to Disneyland, I'm going to Disneyland. If I can go do literally whatever the fuck I want to because I'm the man that I became at the age that I became the man that I became, of course, I want some pussy. But if I'm Michael Jackson, I'm like, nigga, fuck pussy. I could literally do whatever the fuck else I want. You've heard the term such and such is better than sex. Now think about anything that you could think of that's better than sex. Guess who can do that? Michael motherfucking Jackson.
Mike Jackson.
Nigga, so what the fuck is he finna be chasing some pussy for when he can literally go chase his goddamn dreams? Fuck pussy, chase a dream. Like, nigga, I feel him. And all these motherfuckers saying, oh, he's so weird, he must have been a fucking pedophile. Fuck out of here, my nigga. Like, nigga, he got kids around him because he wanted to be a kid. He got the motherfuckers on the maturity level that he's on around him. Like he could fuck any bitch in the world. He's not fucking these motherfucking kids. Like, man, and again, if he was fucking them, trust me, he would have been caught. He ain't got enough, like, think about it. How do you got enough money to get out of a fucking federal case? Tekashi ain't get out no motherfucking shit with no money, nigga. They denied his $1 million bill. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, it's just too much shit that's common sense that motherfuckers, you niggas is suspending disbelief because these motherfuckers made a movie. How was y'all niggas letting the motherfucking movie change your whole perception of a person? Y'all motherfuckers was stepping in the name of love till a fucking movie came out. Nigga, we was PYT. Nigga, we was doing Thriller. Nigga, we was liking Beat It. Nigga, we was liking I'm Bad. We was loving Michael Jackson till this punk ass movie came out. This punk ass movie that ain't got no motherfucking real honest proof. And all of a sudden, it's fuck Michael Jackson. Man, fuck you, nigga. You let a punk ass movie motherfucker change your whole perception. And I understand if the movie actually had proof. This motherfucking movie ain't got no solid concrete evidence. It just got 2 motherfuckers who've been proven to be liars. Fuck the bullshit, nigga. I understand believing a victim. Yes, we should listen to all victims, but believe proof. Because if we want to listen to victims, nigga, we should go get Jesse Smollett's motherfucking ass up out of jail. If we just gonna be believing motherfuckers, nigga, you know how many motherfuckers is in the pen, nigga? If we was just believing motherfucking victims, then what happened to Emmett Till ain't wrong. Nigga, don't believe the motherfucking victim every time. Listen to the victim, but we believe the proof. Believe the evidence. Yeah, nigga, give motherfuckers a platform. If they got some real life shit they saying. But sometimes these motherfuckers coming off the head with some bullshit. That shit them two motherfuckers were saying in that Michael Jackson movie was some bullshit. Like, they use Michael Jackson's weirdness against him. Michael Jackson was a different type of motherfucker. So they like, oh, look how weird he is. Look at all these toys he has in his house. Nigga, if y'all motherfuckers could see the shit behind me,
you feel me?
My nigga's not no fucking pedophile because he got video games, my nigga.
And nigga, I got, look, and you talk about buying shit when you get older. I got in my little cabinet over there, I got a Nintendo glove. I couldn't have that when I was younger. The little handheld talk boy from Home Alone. I wanted that shit, couldn't get it. I don't even fuck with the shit. Just the point
nigga
I
got the
have
fucking
it.
Mega Man helmet and shit. Like, it's a bunch of shit that I seen that you got. Like, then this nigga got all kind of dope ass toys from the 80s that niggas wasn't able to get. Nigga, when you hit that age and you got the means to do it, you gonna go back and double back and get a lot of shit you couldn't get when you was a youngster. Right. That's just what happens when your ass get grown. You like, nigga, shit, now that I got the money, nigga, I'm gonna go get them motherfucking Jordans I couldn't get. Mom said I couldn't get the J's. Bitch, I'm finna have a closet full of J's. Mm-hmm. Like, nigga, if you see my motherfucking shoe collection, nigga, most of the shit that I got is from the 90s. Mm-hmm. Nigga, you know how many fucking pair of phone posits I got? You know why I got fucking 12, 13 pair of phone posits? Because, nigga, when I was in high school, them bitches was $200.
Way more than Jordan.
Nigga, the phone posit was $200 when the J's was $105 and $110. Mm-hmm. Them motherfuckers came out here like $200?
Man, they still higher than some J's.
Nigga, they fucking $240. Nigga, I done bought phone posits for $300. Nigga, the most I usually spend on a pair of shoes is a motherfucking pair of phone posits. Like, nigga, phones ain't cheap, my nigga. But again, now that I'm an adult and I got the means to do it, I'm doing it, nigga. Mm-hmm. Nigga, watch me pull up on this bitch on another low rider bike. Say I won't. Nigga, I sold my low rider bike to get a Cutlass. But nigga, please believe I'm gonna go get me another low rider bike. Nigga, once I close escrow on this house, I'm gonna have me a low rider bike to ride around my neighborhood on. Fuck the bullshit, nigga. All the shit I missed out on as a child, I'm double backing and getting that shit, just like Michael Jackson did. You know, the only difference is Michael Jackson, he did it big. He did it to a degree that a lot of us wouldn't do it on. Like, he was still hanging out with young motherfuckers. Like, he was still kicking it with kids. Mm-hmm. But let's not act like we don't know another adult nigga still hanging out with niggas in their 19s and 20s and shit because he still want to live his prime. You know, it's just like the motherfuckers who still wear Air Force Ones and motherfucking sweatsuits because they think that shit dope. Niggas running around here 35 years old dressing like they dress when they 19, like they fresh out of jail or some shit. You know, motherfucking Michael Jackson, a lot of us miss our prime and we still try to dress like when we was in our prime. We still try to do shit like we was in our prime. He missed his childhood, so he's doing shit like he was doing in his fucking childhood. He double backing and trying to live his childhood again. But punk ass motherfuckers want to use that shit against him. Fuck y'all. Nigga, if you feel like what the fuck Michael Jackson did as far as still trying to live his childhood as making him a fucking pedophile and a motherfucking monster, even though he wasn't, found guilty of no criminal misconduct, man, fuck you, nigga. You'll believe any motherfucking thing.
And all he wanted to do was make sure that kids didn't go through the hard shit he did.
Yeah, nigga, he was like, I got a motherfucking amusement park. Y'all niggas want to come to Never Never Land, just like Peter Pan. Nigga, I want to take y'all niggas to live out the fantasy of the greatest childhood that y'all could live. Me as an adult, I'm living the greatest childhood I could live. I'm just getting it as a fucking adult. So these motherfuckers trying to use that against him because he was of pure heart. I look at Michael Jackson as basically like this. you look at Michael Jackson through the eyes of your own personal self.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a pure heart, you'll see Michael Jackson as pure.
Right.
Cause me, I don't see Michael Jackson as the type of motherfucker that would touch kids. Cause I'm not the type of motherfucker that'll touch kids. So if I'm in a scenario where I take a bunch of kids to Chuck E. Cheese, you shouldn't look at me as a pedophile. You should look at me as a motherfucker who's taking kids to fucking Chuck E. Cheese.
Right.
But if you, the dirty motherfucker that can't see nothing past everything being goddamn sexual, you the freak. Like, oh, if he was in the bed with them kids, something must have happened. You can't be in the bed with all them kids and nothing happened. Why? Because you can't be in the bed with a bunch of kids and nothing happened? Nasty motherfucker.
I got a boy named OG Islow. He was talking about how he went to the
Neverland
Ranch, and Mike had him picked up on buses that had nothing but candy and movies playing on there, and like the whole time he was like, that was one of the best times he ever had in his life. He said he ate so much candy his throw up tasted good. And he was like, bruh, like never touch, nobody touch, like that's bullshit.
But that's what I'm saying, my nigga. It's like these motherfuckers turned his environment into something dirty.
The total opposite of what
like you motherfuckers. It's like, nigga, like Malcolm X said, don't trust the media because these motherfuckers will have you loving your oppressor and hating your brother.
Mm-hmm.
The way that the media could spin shit, the way that a movie could spin shit, nigga, any way that I tell you a motherfucking story, you'll believe what the fuck I say if I say it right. Anything can be taken in and out of context depending on, how it's said. The type of mood that I'm in when I tell you, the type of fucking, the picture that I paint. If you watch a movie, like, it's like motherfuckers say, everybody's the hero of their own story.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody's the hero, somebody else got to be the villain.
Facts.
In Lex Luthor's story, he's the hero. In the Joker story, Batman is the villain.
Mm-hmm.
Any way that you spin it. If I was to make a movie and I would start out with the Joker and play out his whole life story and how everything turned out for him to be the motherfucker that he is, you'll be looking at Batman as the villain. Like, damn, why the fuck this nigga keep trying to stop the Joker from having fun? Like, think about it. Scarface was supposedly a good guy. Any motherfucker made a protagonist is a good guy in your eyes. Motherfuckers was rooting for Scarface. And he was a goddamn criminal.
To this day.
Niggas was rooting for O-Dog. Niggas root for all type of motherfuckers in movies that you like. Goddamn, nigga, if you was on the other, if you was the Chinese man behind that counter, he's the villain. But y'all motherfuckers was rooting for that motherfucker when he was shooting over the counter, nigga, laying the motherfuckers down. So when you look at the Michael Jackson story, it's like, how the fuck are you gonna let these motherfuckers turn this dude who brought all this happiness into a villain without any proof? These niggas done dug all through his whole shit, his whole residence, his whole history. They took pictures of him and all this type of shit, and they wasn't able to convict him. Trust me, they wanted to get him. This motherfucker would be under the fucking jail if they got what they wanted. Because just like they doing R. Kelly right now, they did to OJ. They getting retroactive retribution. Think about this shit, my nigga. They felt like O.J. Simpson got off on that murder, so they came back and doubled back and caught his ass for stealing his own shit. They feel like R. Kelly got away with pissing on that little girl, so they gonna come try to get him on this cult shit. And now they saying it's another tape, but nobody got it. They ain't got audio. They don't got a censored motherfucking fake blurry version of the motherfucker or nothing. Yet we believe it because it's R. Kelly.
Right.
Just like the shit with motherfucking Michael Jackson. We believe it because he's a weirdo.
But trip off of how we out here in California. That shit with R. Kelly happened in
Chicago.
Illinois. That bootleg came way out here.
It was literally the first viral video.
That was crazy.
That was the first viral video.
Now the people got that, But the people with more technology, shit can get places faster now, and we ain't got none of the new 3 tapes.
Exactly.
You know
But
what I'm
this is
saying?
what I'm saying. Like, nigga, I need to see proof. If you don't have evidence, I'm not gonna believe you, my nigga. Like, this is just as far as people as a whole, especially the black community, but people in general. Motherfuckers need to step their critical thinking up. Like, we just hear shit, and because it's on TV, we fucking believe it. That's that sheep shit.
Mm-hmm.
you know. And being that this is the Too Much Game podcast, and I tie everything into, everyday wisdom that you can use in your everyday life. When looking at all this bullshit, this is just, something to tell you, man. Use your critical thinking skills. Don't take everything at fucking face value, nigga. Follow the money. Look at what motherfuckers is doing. This is a motherfucking misdirection, as in the conscious community, and these motherfuckers who hit you with the stay woke, brother, they're distracting you. They are distracting you. These motherfuckers is distracting you with all these black men that is supposedly doing all of this sexual misconduct. So all these white motherfuckers can go ahead and get up out of the limelight so they can keep on doing their bullshit. Fuck that. We not falling for that shit. Not this time. First them. Them too. Fuck me too. Them too. Because it was the Me Too movement all motherfucking last year. And none of these motherfuckers went to jail. But now all of a sudden you want to hang Michael Jackson after he died? You want to try to put motherfucking R. Kelly in jail for having a bunch of girlfriends? Fuck that. Nigga, I need y'all motherfuckers to bring Hugh Hefner to the front of the congregation so we can have a word with him. If y'all motherfuckers want to throw a nigga in jail for having a bunch of motherfucking girlfriends, nigga, having a bunch of girlfriends ain't a crime. Nope. And if that's the case, they should have locked up Hugh Hefner's ass. Because as much as they say he had these bitches and, he wasn't feeding them and he wasn't doing this and he wasn't doing that and he was starving them, and proof? None? Shut the fuck up.
And Hefner had some of them bunnies underaged in there.
Exactly, my nigga. Like, I saw pictures of Brooke Shields naked as a kid, and they said that those was Hugh Hefner production.
Mm-hmm.
They said that was in Playboy magazine, which is wild as fuck.
Yeah. Well, it was a spinoff called Sugar and Spice.
That's a goddamn shame. Who the fuck wants to see little girls naked?
10 years old, full frontals. Naked.
Exactly, nigga. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that?
And the parents.
Bruh. Exactly, my nigga. So like I said, my nigga, like we need to be looking at all this shit, nigga. Don't just dump on R. Kelly or Michael Jackson and Bill Cosby, nigga. These motherfuckers, they didn't disappear. Mm-hmm. Nigga, we can't let Jerry Lewis get the fuck up out of here. Nigga, we can't let Weinstein get the fuck up out of here. Nigga, we can't let these motherfucking Catholic priests keep doing what they doing. We can't let David Bowie keep doing what the fuck he doing. We can't let the Rolling Stones do what the fuck they was doing. These motherfuckers was making music about fucking little young bitches. Nah, nigga. Them too. Nigga, we not finna be the only motherfuckers over here the face of sexual deviance, nigga, because that's not our shit. We do got some problems that we need to take care of in our own community. But we gonna do that shit on our time, nigga. We not finna let y'all niggas movie us the fuck up out of here. Hell no. We gonna movie y'all motherfucking ass too, nigga. Where y'all movie at? We don't need to be supporting that shit. Y'all motherfuckers see a fucking surviving whoop-de-whoop documentary on one of us? Man, don't watch that shit. Watch that shit when they shit come out. Watch motherfucking Surviving Trump Tower. Nigga, hit me when that motherfucking DVD drop. Hit me when Surviving Weinstein drop out. Motherfucker, fuck Surviving Hollywood, period. When that DVD drop, then we'll support that bullshit. But other than that, fuck that. Nigga, lock them up too. Put a motherfucking movie out on them too. Fuck that bullshit, nigga. Get your motherfucking critical thinking up. Think for your motherfucking self. Fuck these motherfuckers. If we do wrong, cool. We'll handle that shit on our time. But we not finna let these motherfuckers tell us when to be mad, how to be mad, how mad to get. Fuck you. Nigga, we'll get mad on our time. If we want to get R. Kelly's ass the fuck up out of here, we'll get R. Kelly's ass up out of here when it's time for R. Kelly to get the fuck up out of here. Other than that, fuck y'all. Y'all deal with y'all own bullshit. Get Weinstein out of here first. And that's been motherfucking today's episode of the Too Much Game podcast. We'll be back. Same bad time, same bad channel. And matter of fact, scratch that, because I was late than a motherfucker. So next week, I'll try to be on time. I was on CP time today. Crip people time. Crip podcast time. But anyway, see y'all motherfuckers 5 o'clock next week, Sunday. Catch me on all streaming platforms. I'll be on YouTube as well. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too much game.